Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna. Today we're going to be working on video 6 of our Graphic 45 Fairy Dust mini album explosion box. I thought we'd start with fixing this part here where I had to pull that up and move it. You won't have this problem, but I will show you how I got my frame. I'm just going to take some scraps. I have these scraps of the toadstools here, run in both directions that I needed it. And I just cut 3/8" strips, so I still will have a tiny bit of blue showing. But what I did was I took my pieces and I lined them up corner to corner. And then from this corner intersection here to the outside corner, I just cut, and that gives you your perfect miter for your corners. So that's how I created that. So we're just going to glue those down, and then we'll get started on our last page section that we have to do today. And I'm not sure how long this video is going to last. We're going to cut and place them together today so that it can just work it right together. I'm going to ink these, and then I'm going to set them kind of back in that same area because they are cut specific for that spot, so I don't want to get them mixed up. And sometimes when you cut something specific for a spot, when you move it to a different spot, even though you think things are all nice and square, they're not as square as you think they are. So, better safe than sorry. Save some confusion. I think I'm getting more ink on my fingers today again. I didn't put ink on my mouse yesterday. Alright, let's just go ahead and glue these down. Use my art glitter glue. Oh, and I did, now if I can remember to use it, I did put a pin, I glued a pin, or a little magnet right there on the side of my bottle. Just a little one. Maybe I'll remember to use it so I don't continually lose my pens. So I'm going to bring this in, and I want that to meet up with those corners. It's not a very big area, but I want the corners to meet up nicely. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I'm just pushing it up against that black there. There we go. Oh, and the last time I was having a hard time with the magnets on that closure, and I just worked it a few more times, and it's just that the papers have to get used to being together, and everything's kind of cramped, so you work it a few times and it kind of stretches them out, and it was closing much better after I worked it a few times and bent the pages and pressed on and bent them and pressed on them, and they kind of breaks those fibers in a little bit too, so it wasn't as bad. I was so nervous about not having enough room for things. There we go. And then this one's going to go on that back side there. And I thought, rather than just having a plain strip all by itself up there, trying to correct that mistake, try to make it look as nice as possible. So that's why I decided to go with this little frame. My head's not in your way here. I thought that would look cute. Let's create a little frame. Whoops. Let's go this way a little bit. Might be a little too long. Let me give that just a little trim there. That happens sometimes. Miter was just a little too long. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. All right. There. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay. All right, so let's bring this around. I'm actually going to close this up. Put the lid on so it's out of my way. Okay, bring it this way. That way everything will be closed up, and then I just have that one panel to deal with. Alright, so spin this around. There. You can see inside there. Want to see? There we go. Ready? There we go. It is getting pretty heavy. I'll have to weigh it when we're all done because it's got some weight to it, I'll tell you. All right, let me scoot that back and hopefully you'll be able to see good enough. Maybe not. I might have to open it up so you can see. There we go. We'll just leave it open. All right. So first we're going to remove our buckle here because we have to be able to cover our, put our paper on. Put our buckle right there. We're going to choose some papers. Let's see what we want today. Okay, I'm going to save one of these for the outside for sure. And if I put that on there, now we've got kind of like that idea. It's a full page. And that leaves me with one. Let's see here. Go this way. Let's see our height here. Okay. 6 7/8 is what we need. 6 7/8 by 6 7/8. So that's going to be that tall. Yeah, let's go ahead with that. We'll lose just a little tip of her, her wing, excuse me. My goodness. Tickle in my throat. Then we need 6 7/8 the other way, but I want to, I think I'm going to trim part of this up here, save the flowers on that side, flip it, and do my 6 7/8. I end up with a little bit more small scraps, but it kind of makes, I don't cut off all the flowers and stuff. So what I did is I just trimmed this side off here and then flipped it and trimmed this side off here. I didn't make it even. I just was trying to save those flowers there. Yeah. So that will be that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and I might come in with some glitter or something. It might be all right for some extra things. Okay, let's go ahead and glue that down. I think we're okay because our buckle goes on after. Okay. I like the back side of this paper too. It's pretty. Ooh. I had a piece of white cardstock somewhere around here. I don't know what I did with it. There we go. Just grab a new one. I'll just grab a new one. It's just got okay. can see. Yeah, see it's crooked there. I thought it was going crooked. Come on. Try that. You're not that dry. Come on. There we go. Apparently you were that dry. Let's try again. Drier than I thought. I got the heat turned on. The heat's running right now. I wonder if that's... I always have the heat on this time of year, so I guess it shouldn't matter. Time to refill my bottle. Here we go. I'm just the Messy Crafter. I should change my name to the Messy Crafter. Wouldn't that be funny? Here we go. Let's put that. Stuff is missing. Huh. All right. I got my gusset there. I don't want to damage my gusset at the bottom. Oh, that's crazy. Lost it. All right. Well, it is what it is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and poke a hole back in here. Make my fingers out of the way. The one day I stabbed myself. Let's put this back through here. Now, this is a Tim Holtz buckle. There we go. Open it up. Let's put a little piece of tape on the back of that. What I was looking for is my little thing I used to score things a little better. There we go. Not to score them, to... Oh, there it is. This little tool right here. Yeah, we'll come back and we're going to come in and do some decorating and stuff. I'd like to maybe put some glitter or something on there too. That'd be nice. Okay. We gotta decorate the outside yet. Okay, I have this piece of scrap paper. I cut it down to 6 7/8 wide. We're going to use this to cut down our strips for right here where our 1/2 inch is. So we're going to cut those down to 3/8 of an inch each, because it's a 1/2 inch. We want to leave a little room. So we're just going to come in here. It's the right length. And I'm just going to come in with my trimmer. And there's my 1/2 inch. So I'm going to come to my 3/8 line. Okay. I'm just going to double check to make sure that's enough. Yep. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 of those. Like I said, this was just a scrap piece that I had. Gotta keep track, that's my half. And I know this is time consuming, but it seems like when I'm just screwed that one up. When I'm I gotta do it anyway to prep it, so then it's just easier for me to come right in and do it. So and sometimes it saves me from making mistakes too. I think that should be enough. Let's see here. All right, I'll turn those. Oh, that's not good. I just pulled the cap right off. I'll probably have problems. Right. Okay. There we go. All right. I think it's going to be my week of happenings or mishappenings. I'm not sure. Now you could use either side. I'm going to go with the plain, I think. Excuse my messy fingers. They're going to be pretty turquoisey or okay. I have another project I'm going to be, I have several in my mind that I want to do. Right after this one, I have another one I'm going to start. It's going to be a display, and then the mini album will be inside of the display. So. Well, I don't want to tell you too soon. I like these ones that, you know, can break down into several weeks. One, right. I try to put up usually about 3 videos a week I've been getting out. So it's not too bad. I do craft video, and I do like to craft. I would like to do other things than just mini albums, but I like to craft. I like working with wood and painting. Not much I haven't tried, I don't think. My newest thing is trying to make my own flowers, and that in itself is an art form. I joined a couple groups on Facebook that girls are willing to help and share their knowledge, and man, I tell you, you really feel inadequate when you're just beginning and you see some of their work. It's just, you can't hardly tell the difference between a real flower and the ones they're making out of paper and stuff. I'll tell you, it's crazy. They're beautiful. But I like to just buy my flowers, but sometimes you don't have the exact flower you need or in the exact color, and I can't afford in my budget to have every color of flower I might ever need. So, all right, so we got those strips done. Now, these also had the tags, and there was 6 of them, 6 tags, and they need to have, but I thought instead of covering the whole thing, because I'd like to leave room for pictures, and there's no sense of covering the whole thing and then covering up with a picture. So what I thought I could do, if you bring your 4x6 picture right to the edge there, grab that piece of paper, you can bring it right to that edge, and then you still have room for a 3/4 inch piece right here for decorative, and that's going to partly stick out of there anyway, so that's what we want. So we're going to cut 6 pieces, 3/4 wide by 4 1/8 high. And we can probably use our scraps for that, because that would be just awesome to use up some of those. So let's see what we got here. All right, we've got this one, got that, and we've got to be wide enough and long enough. We've got this piece, we've got this piece, we've got that, so we can use that side. Nice to get a variety, right? We've got that one or that one. We've got this color. Oh, we've got that size too. And that's a pretty one. And that's the same as that one, so. Oh, that is different. Okay. So I think other than purple, that should get us what we need. So we'll mix it up a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's start with the one that's going to be closest. Alright, so let's do our 3/4 of an inch strips first. And sorry about that. Alright, so it's going to trim it back here. 3/4 of an inch strips. And we always want to remember to save the biggest pieces that we can for later. So 3/4. So yeah, that'd be nice there. I'm gonna cut down, and we need it 4 1/8. Okay. All right, I'm going to use my other trimmer. I'm going to quick cut some of these down. 3/4 by 4 1/8. We'll get these all cut down. That one, that little trimmer doesn't show it very good. Okay. 4 1/8. Nice thing about this trimmer, my bigger trimmer, it's a Fiskars trimmer. It does allow for but then sometimes my little one for the tiniest measurements is easier. So let's see here. So kind of you almost have to have both, but so you have enough to cut all the different stuff. And you can mark each piece that you need to, but I tell you, sometimes you don't want to just sit there and mark and mark and mark and mark and mark. Okay. Right. One more, or 2 more, I mean, sorry. 3/4. I think this will look cute with a mix of the tags here. We don't have that one yet, so let's go ahead with this one. Yeah, talking to you, you can't even see which ones I'm using. Just trying to get a good color mix. We still got a couple more videos to do after this. All right, got a mix here. We still have to decorate all the outside. I still have to. I've got one more thing, like I've said before, that I want to create for this. That will, I think, be pretty cool. I've started the prototype for it, so. Actually, I've started the actual thing, and then I will do a mock-up for you guys to show you how I do it. Okay, so now we're going to go in, and I'm using my We Are Memory Keepers punch here. I don't want to use, I don't want to get the wrong thing here. Let me do a test punch here. Make sure I got the right end. There we go. All right, so we need this side and it looks pretty far in there, doesn't it? That's weird. Let me see how it looks on there. That's pretty far in there. If I didn't have that lined up right. No, I didn't. Do I have to come in like this? Okay, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to flip it. So I'm going to have to create another one for that. That's all right. There we go. That's better. All right, let's glue these down at a time. I'll have to make another one. We're just going to come in here. One. So what we're going to have to do is we come in from this side here. We've got to flip it. Let's just get these done here. Come in, flip it, come in. It. Oops, I'm trying to, I'm not even putting it in your sight there. All right. Let's do this one. And this is just, this part sticks out just a tiny bit out of the pocket. So perfect. I'm not going to put anything on the back. You could just ink the wrong side. Okay. You could put another tab on the back, but I'm just going to leave it blank, I think, at least for now. I got a lot of scraps. When I'm done, maybe I'll do it just to use up the scraps. But for right now, we're just going to do these ones. And then for the pockets, or the actual waterfall and the pockets themselves, I've decided to use, that's what I got to redo. It would be upside down. Okay, here we go. Nope, that would be upside down. Oh, dang it. So I have to cut 2. Right, I need 2 more. 2 more, 2 more. I think I'm getting tired. I think I'm running on low today. Later in the day, though. Let's use this checkered here. Haven't used that for anything yet, so we'll go ahead and use that. Do you ever get running low and then like your brain is not functioning with the rest of your body, or your body's not functioning with your brain? Okay, where am I right now? Okay. So let's get you a frame here, and this is what I had to do. Put that in there, and then I was flipping it. Otherwise it was cutting too big. So again, flip it. These aren't directional, so it's not going to matter. Oh, my other tag is over there. Okay. This would be kind of cool, something different. You know, if you're just going to go in and they're going to cover it up anyway, there's no sense of wasting all that paper. If you want, you could add white there if you wanted to, or whatever color. You could add any color, and maybe we'll do that. Maybe I will decide that I want to add colored paper there, which would be fine. I think it might be pretty. Maybe some teals or some pinks. I don't want to make everything too thick either, because then we run into problems with thickness, even though it looks really cute. Sometimes things just get too thick. Okay. Save our supplies and our resources, right? So that's all of our tags. So we can just go ahead and slide those right in. Got to get used to my new little thing I created on there, the magnet there. And see, oh, yep, look at, isn't that cute? I like it already. And that's all it really needed. Like I said, I'm not gonna put anything on the back side, I don't think, unless we've got a lot left. And we'll just go ahead and decorate the back side too, just to, with that case, I might be able to. And see, each one you see a little bit of the next one that's in there too, rather than having them all the same. Looks all pretty good. There. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. See? It's a little rainbow. All right. So let's go ahead and get our other 6 7/8 piece by 6 7/8. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. You know, I have this. I think I'm going to use one of these tags. Would that be cute on there with all the different tags? I don't know. I've used everything else already. There's my toadstools. I do love those toadstools. I think they're so cute. What are these there? Very. Let's, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna use on my outside too. One of those. One of those. Yeah, let's go with, let's use this one here on the inside. That'll look cute. So I'm going to cut this down 6 7/8 by 6 7/8. So far on scraps, we're actually not doing that bad. But I think when we make up our final tags and stuff, we'll use up some of those. There we go. We're doing pretty good, actually. I can make up my flowers yet. I started cutting them out. And I've got quite a few of them cut. I've just got to get them actually made up. So, but they are cut. Ready to go. I think I'm going to have to cut more though, because that top is going to need quite a few. Quite a few of them. So I should get my, oh, I might need a bigger magnet to hold that. I wondered when I grabbed that small magnet. Okay. Oops, I'm kind of out of view for you guys. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. So it's just the top of this flap here. There we go. Okay. There. Now maybe should try to get a fairy on there somewhere. I like this tall one with the lantern is pretty. We have this one, a couple little ones. Oh, she's cute. Let's do let's do her. I think we'll do her down at the bottom. No, let's do her. We're going to do her. And we'll have her at the top, I think. Fluttering, looking down. There we go. So, I think we can do her feet there, there, and that to hold that down. Okay. So this curl, her hands, that, and her feet. I think that'll work. Okay, so looking down. That buckle's kind of in my way. Yeah, put the buckle off the table. Fortunately, it kind of rotates yet, so. Alright, so we should be able to, yeah, slide a nice piece under there. And I don't think she'll get caught up on there. Nope, she shouldn't. Okay, it's cute. I like that. Yeah. Alright, for the tops of these, I chose out of this stack, my patterns and solids, I chose the green and the purple because I want to decide on these because it's going to be covered with mostly with picture anyway. We can get 3 each of these out of there. We can do the backs and the if you want, but I figured this way it won't, the direction won't matter. We need them 4 3/8 by 6 7/8. So let me go ahead and cut a couple of those. We'll do the oops. There we go. 6 7/8. 6 7/8. And I am cutting 2 at a time. Nice thing about ones with no directions is you just cut, you don't have to worry. You can get more out of a sheet of paper too, that way. There. So here we go. We've got 6 of them. So now we can do like that, like that, like that. And then maybe another pattern. And salad. Or just do all. Let's just do all patterns. There we go. Yeah, we'll just do all patterns, just like that, right? We'll just smudge those up and we'll start gluing them on. Now, I don't know, what do you think? Should I do something on the back side too? Or should we just leave the back side plain? Part of a picture? I'm sure, what do you think? This one, I didn't give it much of any thought of what to do other than the tag part. That's the only part I really thought about ahead of time. Everything else I just thought, well, I'm just gonna go with it. All right. Let's glue these down. Now I thought about adding some flips and stuff to these, but I think instead we'll just add some stickers because I don't want to create a bunch more thickness, and we're getting a lot in here. If you figure you can get let's see, 12, 24 pictures just in this section here, because you got 1, 2, and then you got 2 on each tag. So that's a lot, and that doesn't include this bigger flip here. So that's quite a bit. When I'm all done, before I get my last video, I'll count up how many actual pictures you can get in here. I'll put my wood under there for you so you can see it a little better. There we go. But yeah, I think even though it's only got 3 page sections, there's quite a bit of potential for a lot of pictures. Quite a bit of real estate, even though it's only the 3. I had to have that window in there. I just thought that was the way to go with that. So you can actually see inside there. I thought that was kind of cool. You don't have to do a window. If you do one, you don't have to do a window. It's just something I thought would be neat so people actually know that there's something inside there. It's not just a box. So that is why. If you do something on the back, it's going to be the same exact size of these if you want to cover up the whole thing. I'll just show you once you get a picture on there how much room you have around there. You've got quite a bit of room actually around the edge that's not covered. I've got one more here. Last one. Sun is shining today, so my room is very warm. Could actually probably turn the furnace down. It's that warm. Okay. All right. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So now we just have to have our piece for here. What do we have? A pocket there. I think we could maybe do a little pocket. An extra little tag pocket. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, so we need it to be, let's measure it. We'll use some scraps. We need, there's my, there, 4, can't see that. 4 3/4 by 6 7/8. So 4 3/4 side. We'll use these as scraps. 4 3/4. And I just cut that second piece down to make up the difference between this and that one. So I just added my length with that one will tuck inside there. So this would be like that. And then this would be like that. So let's add need 2 long pieces. Let me cut 2 pieces of this 1 inch wide. We're going to create some things. I need 2 at 1 inch side, 6 7/8. First we need 6 7/8 long. No. I'm just going to leave it. We'll just cut them. Because it's now a total of 6 7/8. 1. I'm going to score these at a 1/2 inch. So 1 inch wide, score at a 1/2 inch. And we're going to glue those on to create a pocket there. And then we'll cut them, okay? The length we need. So let's just go ahead and the easiest way to make a nice pocket. You don't need to do this. Okay. Look at this one here. Okay. Right. So 1 for the top and 1 for the bottom. can see it. There we go. The one to the bottom. It's moved a little bit here, so we'll just trim that off of there. Okay. All right. Now this will sit right in here. Just make sure it closes good. Make sure it doesn't interfere there. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and glue this down. And then we need this part here glued shut. Down. Okay. I want to make sure I don't get in the way of that gusset. Oh. Oh, it's too tall. What did I do? Yep, that's too tall. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. I did not measure that correctly. What did I do? 4. Oh, 4 and 3/8. All right, I got to trim that down. Okay, better to do it now. Here we go. Yeah, we don't want to, we have that gusset there. We don't want to interrupt with that gusset. Let's go ahead and glue this part down. And then we'll glue the other piece on there. Reattach it. Go. Remember, you got to gusset up there too. You don't want to get in the way of. There we go. That's good. That's good. We can just use one of those other tags too. Won't be a big deal. Actually, let's use these 2 parts that we have here. These are already cut, ready to go. Just 2 pieces instead of 1. Not a biggie. I'm just lining them up there. Go. Results are going to be the same. I don't have to go cut another piece. All right. Go. I don't think that's going to matter there. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a bead of glue down there again. Seal that pocket shut. Alright, and it's just going to go in there. Got to cut it down. It's got to slide inside of there. So, right, I think like there. Right. We're going to bring it right out to that line there. Perfect. Yeah, I think this is doing pretty good. All right. I don't want to go in too far. So I want that to be right to that line, just like that. Centered. There we go. We can actually just take one of the ephemera tags and that would be too big in there, wouldn't it? Yep, that's too big. I'm telling you, I'm going to use that tag. So these fit right in there too. You don't want to make an extra tag. I have a feeling I got some glue down in there. Yep, I did. Make sure it's, there we go. There we go. Okay. Let's get a few of these tags in there. I don't know if we can get a regular. Oh yeah. We'll get one of those in there. It's gonna stick out further. It'll stick out a little bit further. Not bad. That's something I'll have to debate, but I think maybe even if I just use a couple of these other ephemera tags will be good. Then you can journal on the backs too. So let's just slide one of those in there for right now. And I'm not sure about the backs yet. I think for right now I'm going to leave my backs plain. I was going to show you a picture on there. And we'll see. Let's see if you have a picture on there that's got a nice amount of room there yet. So even on the backs, it does not look bad with just the picture. But if I decide to change that, then you could still get, I mean, look, if you cut down the picture, you get a nice size picture there yet too. And a few of these tags. You could even journal right here. You could journal on here if you wanted to. But yeah, I think that looks nice. Spin this around here, get it buckled up. And I think that will do it for today. Okay, so we've corrected my problem here. And we've got this done. I guess we could maybe look at, maybe find some stickers to put on together. I like to stay under an hour. I'm not sure how long I've been on, but let's just see. Maybe we can find some stickers. We've got room for a few stickers. Look nice. Oh, those are cute. There we go. I was just looking at these little ones that are the same. Got the little mushrooms. And let's see where that picture go here. Just trying to see how much room we'd have for different ones. All right, let's see here. We got 5 of those. One, two, three, four, five. We got stamps. Let's do, you know what? I'll get those prepped for the next time. I'll get them prepped and I'll get them put on black cardstock and then we'll put them on there together. But I think for today, I think we're good. So, I hope you've been following along and you like the videos. If you do, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you do subscribe, please hit that bell so you can be notified every time I put up new videos. Like I said before, I usually put up at least 2 videos a week, so typically usually 3. And a thumbs up is always appreciated, of course. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope the rest of your evening is pleasant. Till next time, bye-bye.